The ice cream is bacony. My brain was taken to breakfast, but I was eating a dessert. The texture of your ice cream was fantastic. The crisp potatoes, salted, genius.
Go, Linda!
Go, Linda!
My ice cream is coming together and I'm really happy with the texture, the consistency. It's time for me to take it off.
From mum to mad scientist. Woohoo! How is it, Linda?
It's good. It tastes smooth, but the flavour, I love the flavour.
Oh, beautiful, Linda.
Hopefully I've done enough to actually convince Jock.
I'm going to try and make an onion and capsicum dust.
Pete, just go full Heston, bro. Don't hold back.
I love this.
I've chopped up and blitzed the capsicum and the onion. I'm trying to dry them out. I know that putting them in the microwave will do that. They have to be in for quite a while, and then I'll blitz them up into a powder.
How are you feeling now that you're deep in the challenge?
I wouldn't cook this stressed at home.
Sure.
But at home, I do just try things.
Yeah.
And so it's quite fun
Yeah.
to work it out.
What's burning? Something's on fire.
Can you smell it?
Ooh.
Pete, is it burnt?
Oh, it's burnt. I feel so embarrassed. Someone was going to do something like this. I just hoped that it was not going to be me. I'm the first idiot. Something burning?
Yeah, Pete's microwave.
Oh, lovely. I'm trying to play it cool, like I don't care, but I'm dying inside. There's 20 minutes to go. I've dropped the dust because I almost set fire to the microwave. I do need to get moving because I need to figure out the rest of my dish.
Which plate?
I like the white. That one. I like that one.
I want this dessert to look like Heston's dessert.
Oh, nice Depinder.
I want him to look at the dessert and be like, I would actually serve something like that in my restaurant. And that's the look I'm going for today.
Have you got some salt in the dessert?
In the avocado ice cream, like a tad, to bring out the avocado. I've got my 2 crumbs and my sponge sitting in the plate, and I'm quenelling my ice cream on. Pipe my meringue on top. And I torch the meringue. And I'm like, actually, that looks exactly how I visualised it, you know, with the outer shell, which is brown and coloured, and then you break into the green, creamy ice cream, which literally looks like the avocado. I'm really proud of my dish.
2 minutes to go, come on!
2 minutes!
Despite getting Vegemite, I've made this beautiful creamy Vegemite ice cream. I just don't know if this flavour combination works. But if it does and I get Vegemite correct, I would shoot straight to the top.
You're making me very nervous! You've only got 1 minute to go, come on!
For plating, my maple syrup crushed peanuts, that's going to be the base. The ice cream will go on top of that. Then I'll sprinkle on some bacon crumb, a little bit of the caramel shards, and then kind of hide it with the potato crisps. Not in a million years would I have ever thought I could produce a dessert based around bacon. I was definitely inspired by my favourite kind of American fry-up breakfast, and this tastes like that.
I've just made a cornflake breakfast into dessert. I'm happy with the flavour of my nut crumb and my fruit, but the ice cream may be a bit mellowed down now from where I had started.
When the judges are tasting my dish, I want them to feel like they're having a Heston dessert. I want them to feel like they're in Heston's restaurant, and I want the dessert to blow their mind.
Depinder, your breakfast ingredient that you needed to feature was?
Avocado.
And your dish is?
Avocado.
Sweet. Let's taste.
The end.
So I did an avocado ice cream with a hazelnut choc sponge base, chocolate crumb and pistachio praline crumb as well, and Italian meringue.
I want to know how you think you went with making it look like an avocado, because that's what you said you were going to do, right?
I did.
Do you think you succeeded?
To me, it looks better than I expected it to look. Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Still have danced around my question. Depinder. A very, very interesting dessert. And interesting in all the right ways. I loved everything about it because if you wanted more avocado here, you could get it. But if you wanted to back off as well, you could get it. And that's why it just melted and molded into a really lovely plate of food for me. Very complex flavours.
You know, the ice cream itself, the texture was lovely. It tasted deeply of avocado, and it was so beautifully complemented by the chocolate, by the tenderness of the sponge, by that little considered piece of, you know, Italian meringue on top. It was an inventive, investigative piece of culinary creation by you, and more please. Okay, Linda, your featured ingredient was tea. What have you done with it?
I've made a French Earl Grey ice cream sitting on a bed of walnut butter crumb. I've also got vanilla sponge as well as a strawberry gel, fresh strawberries, and a bit of chantilly cream as well. It's just my take on, I guess, what you'd have for, you know, morning tea.
Well, I like the presentation. It's something a little bit of a departure for you.
Being a Heston challenge, why not? Like, just push yourself.
Linda, very clear that tea is front and centre of this challenge for you. Earl Grey, I don't mind, I can take it or leave it, but it is still about balance and about being able to sort of hear everything else. I loved the strawberry gel. It had a lovely, delicate, you know, sort of floral fragrance to it. But I almost feel like with that amount of tea in the ice cream, you needed a lot more of that gel just to be able to make it feel like it was present on the dish. I think the thinking behind the dish was wonderful. I just think maybe in terms of the execution, you need to just think about balance a little bit more.
The texture of that ice cream was great. I mean, for the first time making it, and I'm glad you had fun doing it, and it was great to see you do it as well. One thing's for sure, you have highlighted tea. There's just, I think, 50% too much tea in it, in terms of flavour.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, Linda.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, buddy.
The next dish we'd like to taste belongs to Aaron.
Hey guys.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, Aaron, let's start with what your featured breakfast item was.
So my featured breakfast item, the cornflake.
The cornflake. And tell me what the dish is.
It's a play on old breakfast of crunchy nut cornflake. It's a cornflake ice cream with a nut and cornflake crumb, honeycomb and macerated berries.
Right, Aaron, let's start with your ice cream, because that's what it was all about for me, you know? You wanted to hero the cornflake through the ice cream. I think you did a really good job with the texture. This has got the most beautiful consistency. It's really light. I think you could have dialed up the cornflake flavour a little bit more. You know, I think it was good without being great.
Connor, so your ingredient was Vegemite.
Absolutely.
What did you make us?
I made you my breakfast this morning. So Vegemite on toast with orange juice. So what we have done is a butter orange rind crumb on the bottom with a Vegemite ice cream and an orange Cointreau syrup on top.
Added conscious that this doll-sized dessert that you've made is going to melt very quickly.
I'm a delicate guy, so I thought let's put that on the plate.
Connor,
Yeah.
I could totally see where you were going with this.
Yeah.
Breakfast. It's jarring. And I think it's because the sugar in the orange. And I'm just wondering if a tart orange syrup would have made it come together. For me, it doesn't really work. I like the texture of your ice cream.
Thank you.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's the right amount of Vegemite in it. I just don't know if it goes
Yeah, of course.
in its current form.
Yep.
I was not at all convinced that orange and Vegemite would work, and you have done a reasonable amount of work convincing me that I was wrong.
Thank you.
I think that there are some nice techniques here. You're proving to show us you can really make ice cream.
Thank you.
So the texture of that was wonderful. That's enough for today, I think. And then just keep practicing, I think.
Awesome, absolutely. Thank you so much.
I've had a real roller coaster ride today, as I almost set fire to the microwave. I feel really happy with how this has turned out. I hope I've done enough to win immunity.
Would you like to introduce a dish?
Yeah, I've made my favourite American breakfast, bacon and egg ice cream with bacon crumb, potato, maple peanuts, and caramel.
I think it looks great. It looks great under the chips, but I think, you know, having the chips sort of hiding the goodness, I think is a good thing. Can I tell you something else, mate? It smells like smoky bacon.
Oh, great.
Pete, you Heston'd the heck out of that challenge.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So clever on so many levels.
Oh, thanks.
You managed to balance sweet, salty, savoury in wonderful, wonderful quantities. It was perfect. Bacony, luxuriously fatty, rich ice cream. And then the potato chips, the fact that they're salty, they're savoury, they add a different kind of crunch to the other elements there. It was just clever all round and beautifully executed as well. Did you bring home the bacon? I think you might have.
Oh, awesome.
The ice cream is bacony. My brain was taken to breakfast, but I was eating a dessert. The texture of your ice cream was fantastic. The crisp potatoes, salted, genius, just delicious. And I think you got the spirit of this challenge, more importantly for me. Very, very well done, mate. Very well done.